12 o'clock. Time to reach for mobile water. Mobile water, unique in every way.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM in Accra, on Love 99.5 in Kumasi, myjoyonline.com, also live in all 16 regions of Ghana via various affiliates, live on X Spaces and Facebook. The Midday News is supported by Petrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. Coming up this afternoon, Teapport begins full 24-hour operations and the government's 24-hour economy initiative.
So as we speak today, Teapport is operating 24-hour in terms of clearing of goods.
We hear from the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, who has been addressing the dispute between the Ghana Revenue Authority and the National Identification Authority.
We have extended another professional arm to our sister agency to say, look, let's sit down. We know there are issues in this area. We don't fully agree with your assertions and claims, but we are prepared to lead the way.
Also this afternoon, Nakok destroys tons of illicit drugs at Bundasi, just 2 months after incinerating $350 million worth of cocaine and other narcotics. We have the latest coming up. We have sports, and also Interior Minister and health experts warn of a raging opioid epidemic in Kumasi, a deadly scourge, stealing young lives and fueling crime.
But at long last,
these drugs are deadly and we have to be careful. We have to get a regulation to help us regulate these drugs very, very well.
More in our yet-to-be-aired hotline documentary titled Deadly Doses. Also this afternoon, crime analyst questions Shatta Wale's Lamborghini purchase as Yoko probes Mystery Street purchase.
You buy an asset of this nature and you cannot actually provide things like receipts, cannot provide the identity of the dealer. These are not, excuse my language, toffees and ice cream.
But who is the man behind the name Shatta Wale?
Freedom.
Better known as Shatta Wale, remains arguably one of the country's most influential yet controversial.
Definitely bringing you details of these and more with me, Maame, Nyamekye, Thompson. This is Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible. Please stay. And this afternoon, Teapport has fully transitioned into a 24-hour operation, enabling importers to clear goods at any time. The move under President John Mahama's 24-hour economy program aims to boost industrialization, jobs, and revenue. The Ghana Revenue Authority says the shift, achieved through collaboration with the Ports Authority and other agencies, ensures seamless round-the-clock clearance, resolving delays previously caused by institutions unavailable after hours. Commissioner General of the GRA, Anthony Kwesi Sapong, has been speaking exclusively to my colleague George Rafi on PM Express Business Edition.
We were up for 24 hours already before the program was launched. What we are doing is that at the port we work with other stakeholders. For example, when somebody is bringing goods, you need a standard boss to be there. You need Food and Drugs Authority to be there. You need the EPA to be there. Not all these institutions were 24 ready, but we've worked with them and we've positioned them such that all of these institutions are being hooked and automated into our customs ICOM platform. So that way, all government institutions are then hub into the port operations under a 24-hour. Remember that at the port, we've always said that we want to have what we call the single window. That really means that all of us are working on one window at the same time. So what we've done within the President's vision is to ensure that agencies that were not within the one window, we've brought them on board so that we can fully implement the 24 hours at the port. So as we speak today, the 24-hour program is in earnest working at our Teapport.
Commissioner General, if I have a goods that was coming in and it comes in at 2 a.m., can I walk to the port and clear my goods at the port on Monday?
Before the launch, Customs and GPHA were 24-hour ready. What we've done is also to bring all the other agencies in. And that is why, for us, in terms of the transfer, we did the Teapport as a phase 1 in preparation to reinforce our men to be on the ground for the 24-hour projects. So as we speak today, Teapport is operating 24-hour in terms of clearing of goods. And we have had engagement also with other stakeholders like the shipping lines. We have had engagement with the banks that collect the revenue. And you know today, GRA, we already 24 as far as filing and paying of taxes. It's online. So you don't need to, if your goods are coming in, and today you can estimate the value of your duties 2 weeks before your goods arrive.
Well, Mr. Sapong addressed the ongoing dispute between the GRA and the National Identification Authority, which has led the NIA to threaten deletion of crucial data from the GRA system.
For us as GRA, it came as a matter of surprise that something that we are speaking on is legacy. As leaders, we came to meet. We have opened the door and accepted them to discuss further and resolve. So it was a huge surprise to hear our sister agency trying to take the matter to the media and solve it there. It's important to recognize that when you have problems, you cannot solve it all in the media. This is a matter that we need to sit, to dialogue, to discuss in a spirit of collaborative manner and solve it. So you will notice that from GRA's perspective, we have extended another professional arm to our sister agency to say, look, let's sit down. We know there are issues in this area. We don't fully agree with your assertions and claims, but we are prepared to lead the way, to discuss and to resolve the matter. So we've extended a hand to them to meet and resolve. I believe that that is what leadership is for, and the two of us are government institutions to serve the people. Our actions should not lead to destabilizing service to the people or disturbing our core mandate. So we are committed to work with NIA, and we call upon them to extend, take on the hand that we have extended, and let us resolve the matter and deal with it. What also came out was the negative or the incorrect news to say that because NIA has taken that action, people cannot clear their goods.
And that's what I was trying to speak. What's the situation as we speak right now?
This is not an accurate account. So if you look at tax administration system today, we have the individuals which we are using the Ghana card and businesses who GRA generates by itself. Most of these importers run on business tin. We don't rely on Ghana card. And therefore, it couldn't have been that if you don't have your Ghana card at use, you cannot import. So I want to use this medium to assure all importers that, one, that is not the situation. We have not had any single complaint from any importer. The general public should be assured that that is not the situation. And then we are also working with NIA to resolve the matter. Indeed, once your Ghana card is once validated in your system, it's not something we validated all the time. So if you're already in our system, you are not impacted. It is only needed when a new taxpayer surfaces and they show their Ghana card, then we go to NIA and say somebody has shown their Ghana card.
Anthony Kwesi Sapong is Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority. Now, Ghana's debt restructuring program is advancing and is expected to secure long-term economic stability. That's according to President John Dramani Mahama, who stressed that the country is gradually recovering from its recent economic crisis. He made the remarks during bilateral talks with United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on the sidelines of the Tokyo International Conference on African Development. There's more on the following report.
The UN Secretary General's meeting with President John Mahama focused on multilateral cooperation, Ghana's economic rebound, and escalating security challenges in West Africa. President Mahama, speaking during the talks with the UN Secretary General, indicated Ghana's ongoing economic recovery points to progress in debt restructuring aimed at restoring long-term stability. The president further called for reforms to make the UN more representative and effective. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, on his part, praised Ghana's active role in the UN system and its commitment to the Sustainable Development development goals.
Since that time, we've always considered Ghana a fundamental pillar in the construction not only of West Africa.
Opponents of former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia are dismissing a new global info analytics poll that places him ahead in the race for the NPP's 2028 flag bearer slot. The polls show Dr. Bawumia topping with 52%, followed by Kennedy Japan with 17%. We'll bring you reactions from the various candidates later, but first, my colleague Jason Day from the Joy News Research Desk joins me in studio with more on the poll. Jason, we know that the former vice president is leading the poll with 52%, followed by Kennedy Japan. What more are we learning from the delegates poll by Global Info Analytics?
Yes, Maame, as you rightly said, the former vice president, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, leads the presidential primaries with 52%, Maame, and following him is Kennedy Japan with 17%. And then Brian Champon comes in third with 3%. And then the former education minister, Dr. Yao Educhum, has just 1%. The rest of the candidates, Kwabena Japan, Boache Ejakon, and Adai Nimo, all recorded near zero in this Global Info Analytics poll. We also found that 18% of the respondents remain undecided, while 9% chose not to disclose their preference.
All right. So, Jason, can you tell us more about what the poll revealed in other areas aside the presidential primaries?
Yeah, Maame, aside the presidential primaries,
yes,
we have the general secretary race. So, starting with that, the current general secretary, Frimpong Kodia, is in the lead massively with 44%, followed by Henry Kokofun with 6%. While the other candidates had less than 5%. And then 36% of the respondents on this particular race were undecided.
All right.
For the chairmanship, that is the chairman of the party, John Wedu, leads with 32%, followed by Entry Bosiakun, who is normally known as or popularly known as yes, you know him. Follows with 23%. Others in this race are below 10%, and then 34% remain undecided. But you see, beyond these positions, beyond the chairmanship and then the general secretary positions, the poll also revealed that 30% of respondents want a wholesale change in the party leadership, while 48%, which is the majority, disagree with this whole change party leadership that is going on. But then 22% are neutral. They are indifferent about what's going to happen. But looking at the bigger picture, Maame, 93% of those who responded on this poll say that the NPP can win the 2028 elections. And only 5% believe the party cannot. But then 2% offered no opinion on the matter, Maame.
All right. Well, 2028 is a long way away. We'll get more on that later. Thank you so much, Jason Day, for that update. Now we've been hearing some reactions from the various presidential candidates' camps. Dr. Dixon Adumakokisi, spokesperson for Dr. Brian Echampon's camp, says they disagree with the results of the poll.
What is even scary is that the leverage Dr. Bawumia had in terms of the state supporting him and the leverage he had with the party machinery is reduced at this point in time. So what would have been more true would have been a drop to some extent, because just by looking at my own anecdotal experience of the people who have left Dr. Bawumia's campaign, the likes of even Kwabena Ejapong, and I'm just stating a few. These are colossal figures who leave with a crowd. This does not make it so reflective then.
Well, from the camp of engineer Kwabena Ejapong, Ofosu Asamoah dismissed the poll, describing it as one built on past glories.
Telling Kwabena for delegates to accept him is not a difficult thing to do within the shortest possible time. So, yes.
You believe between this time and January, when the primaries will hold, you have enough time to market your candidates for him to make that mark?
It's known among the delegates already. These results are based on past glory. These results they are putting out there is based on past glory. But we are moving on. A new cycle has begun. And that is what we are going to do. We are putting everything in place, our team, our logistics, and everything is set with engineering precision, like I said.
Well, away from politics, Nakok's renewed crackdown on the drug trade appears to be gaining momentum. This afternoon, the Commission is destroying yet another massive haul seized over just the last 2 months. That's an unusually short time frame, as such large quantities are typically accumulated over a much longer period. My colleague Michael Ashale is currently with Nakok at a secure location where preparations are underway for the destruction exercise, and Michael joins me on the line. Michael, so just how large is this latest seizure?
Well, Maame, they are quite tight-lipped about some of the finer details of the entire stash. What we've managed to get from them is that what they are going to be destroying today is worth between a street value between 12.8 million Ghana cedis and 13 million Ghana cedis, and this includes cannabis, cocaine as well, and tramadol and other ecstasies. And so these are drugs that they've only managed to round up in the last 2 months alone. The last time we were here to try and destroy it, that was on June 20th, just about 60 days or 62 days ago. So that's quite a big catch for Nakok.
So have these drugs been disposed of already, destroyed?
So just as we speak, 2 trucks, tipper trucks full of tramadol, you understand, straight from Teapport was just brought here and just offloaded, and that the Director General of Nakok will be addressing the media shortly, and after that they will touch all of it to the ground. What we know is that this tramadol was only at the port and about in a 40-footer container. Well over 5 million capsules were in this 40-footer container. Now all of it is going to go down in flames, but we understand that these are cases as well that are in court, and that has only been given, the court has given order for them to be disposed of, but these cases will continue in the court.
Thank you very much, Michael Ashale. Now, dangerous substances are robbing thousands of Ghanaian youth of their health, education, and future. From tramadol and cocaine to marijuana and unregulated concoctions, the drug crisis is destroying lives while fueling crime and mental illness. In the yet-to-be-aired Hotline documentary Deadly Doses, my colleague Nana Boachi Yadam goes inside Kumasi's most notorious ghettos to expose an epidemic that experts warn could soon overwhelm the nation. Here are excerpts.
I want Tinker to be a thing of the past in the next 6 months, and I'll be very, very happy.
I have met these 3 addicts, leading me into one of the many ghettos in the island. Here, drug dealers operate with an almost open defiance. I begin with 26-year-old Rich Diddy, not his real name, who is already holding 2 tablets of opioid. This will be his second take for the day. He tells me that he started this in class 6 at age 13 after his friend introduced him to Tinker Island. What drug is this?
This one is a red.
Red?
225.
225?
Red.
Why?
This one is they call Unim Red.
Unim Red? Why do you take red?
Because I used to work. It make me work hard to do something like the thing I cannot do itself. I can do it very hard.
For 13 years now, Rich Diddy has been a consistent abuser of opioids, cocaine, marijuana, among others. He is also into alcoholism. He has been to the hospital and has been told about his poor health condition, but says he is unable to stop taking drugs. Seated next to Rich Diddy is 40-year-old ghetto lord, not his real name, who has been into drugs for 15 years now.
I rough man. Tell me no, I'm but at long last, I'm my me. They say cry there, I'm boy cry, baby woo.
Baby woo.
Na dey kwedi of anoje.
Unim say baby woo na wono.
He say so manya mo bia me ntimi fa for so nyai. Ntimi njai. You be boy kakra.
These drugs are deadly and we have to be careful. We have to get a regulation to help us regulate these drugs very, very well, because there are people on the market who are selling it without any knowledge of the opioid. We call them opioid naive people.
Well, still on health, the former Vice President of the Ghana Medical Association, Dr. Justice Yankson, has noted though it is not a good practice, medical negligence cannot be totally ruled out of the health system. He is reacting to concerns by the Health Minister, Kwabena Minta Akando, who revealed at a presser yesterday, Thursday, that medical negligence was costing the nation 10 million cedis yearly, a situation he says is seriously affecting the sector.
Medical negligence. Anytime I hear that, I clinch. We spend not less than, even in some cases, one facility, not less than 10 million Ghana cedis on medical negligence. Maybe you don't know. As a country, we don't have the money to buy the equipment, but we are spending so much. As I speak to you now, the cases on my table within this week are 3 that Attorney General has written to me to provide responses. Medical negligence. So it's a major issue that we are dealing with. So there are things we are discussing. I cannot put everything in the public domain at the moment. And at an appropriate time, we may address you on medical negligence. It's a monster rearing its head that we must deal with appropriately.
Well, Dr. Yankson was reacting to this on the Super Morning Show and stated that some of the cases of medical negligence are due to obsolete equipment which needs updates.
Negligence generally, as a word that we use on everyday basis, is not the same as medical malpractice or medical negligence as far as the laws of the land are concerned. You know, I can just say that, what you did was negligent. Fair enough. So anybody can go on social media, radio, or any platform and talk about somebody being negligent. However, when it comes to medical negligence, the courts have actually explained what it means. In fact, in Ghana, the authority for this is in the case of Alasan Kutukuli and Nuru Hausa. Negligence as a tort is not coterminous with careless or heedless conduct. What this means is that in the proper legal analysis, we have to take 3 things into consideration. The duty of care, which the law courts have settled that all health professionals owe patients a duty of care. A breach of that duty and the damage that occurred. Now the breach and the damage, there is even a connection. The damage has to be proximate to the breach. So when you are actually talking about negligence in the spirit of what we do, it is the preserve of the court to decide that this amounts to medical negligence or otherwise.
And you had the former Vice President of the Ghana Medical Association, Dr. Justice Yankson. You're still listening to the Midday News here on Joy 99.7 FM. We'll take a break. When we return, we have sports and also crime analyst questions Shatta Wale's Lamborghini purchase as Yoko probes a street purchase.
You buy an asset of this nature and you cannot actually provide things like receipts, cannot provide the identity of the dealer. These are not, excuse my language, toffees and ice cream.
But who is the man behind the name Shatta Wale?
Freedom.
Better known as Shatta Wale, remains arguably one of the country's most influential yet controversial.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Junior, your school bus will soon get here. Hurry up.
Mommy,
My hand is aching me and I'm feeling cold. Honey, Junior's temperature is too high and he feels feverish.
Oh, baby. So you didn't give him the Encamol paracetamol syrup that I gave you the last time?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Okay, you know what? It's not too late. Just give him Encamol and he'll be fine in no time. Encamol paracetamol syrup, a strawberry-flavored paracetamol syrup, and it's specially made for children aged 3 months to 12 years. It helps manage pain like headaches, teething pain, and fever. And guess what? Because of the strawberry flavor, the kids enjoy taking it.
I can tell from the way he's licking his lips. And look at how he's jumping around. Hurry up and go to school, Junior.
Yes, now you can get Encamol paracetamol syrup in all pharmacy shops. For bulk purchase, go to NK Pharma head office, Abelinkwe, or call 050-658-8315. This advert is FDA approved.
Wherever you are, the game is nothing without you. It's on like never before this season. Every major league, every cup, every qualifier, the players, kudos, Semenyo, Iñaki, the goals, the emotions, and the bragging rights. It's all on SuperSport, available on DSTV and GoTV. Get your DSTV decoder at 89 cedis and GoTV decoder at 399 cedis. DSTV, your home of entertainment. Go TV. Love it.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. Money we define. Every day and night. Mama, dada keep on hustling for the family. The luckiest. Star 712 hash. You can win some cash. You can be the luckiest with 1 CD, luckiest with 5,000. The luckiest, the teacher got the market woman. You can be the luckiest. Oh, the luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone. You can be the luckiest. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, yeah, for everyone. Yeah. Star 712 hash. Luck is everywhere. Luck is everywhere. Oh, tell me, are you feeling lucky? Because I'm feeling lucky. Because I'm feeling like the ultimate. That's how we go win. If I win, you win. You could be the luckiest.
Welcome back to the Midday News. We do sports. Fred Smith is here. Fred, how is Arsenal doing?
Well, Arsenal is on the verge of signing a new player, Eze Eberechi. So Arsenal is in very good shape. All right. So, tomorrow we're heading to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament at the University of Ghana Stadium. And 50 companies are converging there tomorrow. We've been speaking to Joy Sports editor Fento Tahiru Fento, who's assured patrons of a memorable experience.
We are ready for the Joy Sports Invitational, and we have been ready for a while now until the forced postponement. But come 23rd, it's just tomorrow. We start from 6 a.m. and run all the way till the last event is done. As we've consistently communicated, this year's Joy Sports Invitational is the biggest one yet, with nearly 50 companies from across the country showing up and signing up for this competition. So whether you're looking forward to the sporting activity from the aerobic sessions in the morning, to table tennis, CO penalty shootout, volleyball, lineman spoon race, sack race, arm wrestling, tag of peas, whatever it is that is your sporting activity, and whether it's the football, tomorrow is the day for you to come and show your talent. But even more importantly, tomorrow is a day for you to come and connect and network with people from so many other companies that will be there. So we are very excited to have everyone, and I can't wait for tomorrow.
And that's it for sports. Hope you'll be there.
I'll be there, Fred. It's going to be exciting. Well, some news just coming in. The Public Accounts Committee of Parliament has questioned the substantive increase in rent payment by the Youth Employment Agency in over a 72% between 2023 and 2024. The Auditor General's report noted that in 2024 alone, The YEA paid 5.5 million Ghana cedis as compared to 3.2 million Ghana cedis in 2023, and management of YEA attributed the increase to the decision of the Ministry of Works and Housing to give the building to a private entity to manage. But we'll bring you details of that in subsequent bulletins. Right about now, crime analyst and certified professional investigator Ransford Nana Addo Jr. questions how dancehall star Shatta Wale obtained his Lamborghini Urus, which is currently under investigation by Iyoko. He claims that the circumstances surrounding the purchase of the luxury vehicles raises concern.
You buy an asset of this nature and you cannot actually provide things like receipts, cannot provide the identity of the dealer. You cannot also give details of the location of the dealer as well. These are not, excuse my language, toffees and ice cream that are sold. Even if you went to buy ice cream and then it tastes bad, you should be able to take us to where you bought it from. So it shows all the signs that indeed a crime has happened. Because genuinely asset of this nature, you have better particulars about the person you dealt with.
Well, but who is the man behind Shatta Wale? And Ashilevi, who is doing what's trending, put together a report of him. Ashilevi, what did you find?
Maame, we found out that Shatta Wale, has been in the news for both good and bad reasons. Of course, some of the good is that he's a serial entrepreneur apart from music. Shagzy has done quite a good job with that and recently secured a partnership with YEA, Malik Basintale showing up for him. But we can listen to the report of who is Shatta Wale.
Freedom.
Guinean dancehall star Charles Nyamekye Jr., better known as Shatta Wale, remains arguably one of the country's most influential yet controversial. The 40-year-old first emerged as Bandana before rebranding as Shatta Wale in 2013. His song won him the hearts of the nation. Since then, songs like cemented his place in the industry. In 2019, his collaboration with global superstar Beyonce already pushed him onto the international stage, earning multiple awards and recognitions far beyond Ghana. But his career has not been without controversy. Shatta Wale has clashed publicly with industry players including Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, and Kojo Sheldon. In 2014, he was sued for defamation by event organizers Charterhouse. His highly publicized relationship with Michelle Bagona Diamond, also known as Shatta Michi, ended in 2019 amid allegations of domestic violence.
And that's how we wrap up this afternoon's bulletin here on Joy 99.7 FM. I am Maame Nyamekye Thompson. Up next is Living Word with Pastor Mensa Otabil.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super-fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.ga or your My MTN app to sign up today. Everywhere you go.
If you don't feel like your TV is TVing, it's because you're missing that ing. That ing. You know that ing you get when you're watching amazing TV? That's exciting, enticing, surprising, and everything in between. That ing you get when you're pressing play, binging, and blockbustering. The ing you get when you're DSTVing.
Now that's a way to make an entrance.
Get that ing with all sorts of packages to match your with DSTV.
Ghana, are you ready for something spectacular? The stars are coming. Saturday, 30th September 2025. It is the Some Perfect Walk with the Stars. Come walk side by side with your favorite actors, musicians, sports and media personalities as we promote healthy living, fitness and fun. Date is 30th September 2025. Starting point is the forecourt of multimedia, Konkomlemle, at 6 a.m. and finish at the ATTC School Park. Lace up your sneakers and join the biggest fitness walk of the year. There will be good music, dance, aerobics, house screening, and unforgettable moments with our stars. Participation is absolutely free. Just bring your energy, your smile, and your walking shoes. A Some Perfect Walk with the Stars. Sponsors: Ayuda App Bako, Services Bebre, Franco Trading Enterprise, For Papa Fee, Dima for Bar Clinic, Oyare for Dima Funewa, Angel Rock Mixture, Albertan Team, Sinomi Instant Noodles. Try it, love it. See you on the 13th of September.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your